Hey, boy. Let me just check to see that I'm still recording. Hey, boy. Today I'm playing Starship Dizzy again. After loading my last save, after saving the game properly last time at the save station here, after forgetting the first time that I played, and isn't it funny how all of us in-game characters look like we're dancing to the music here on the main screen, on the bridge of the ship? As we orbit the planet Foul-1-2, orbiting the planet in style, Anyway, it's time for me to go back down there, because we still haven't finished our mission down there, have we? So yes, let us beam down, take the stuff that we found there, in case it's useful for a puzzle, down on the planet's surface, and now time to beam down, baby dolls. And now here we are again. And this time I solved the puzzle of filling the saucepan with boiling water, because I'd been dallying around for ages, hadn't I, not daring to stand in front of the fire in the bird's nest, thinking that it would burn me to death instantly, as is the case with many other Dizzy games. But it wasn't the case here, so after a load of dallying around, I was able to boil the water inside the saucepan. I imagine that's the most painful ordeal on the saucepan, by the way, not to mention the water. And now that we've done that, we're going to try and get past these hands without losing health, which I fail at. And so we can pour the boiling water down the chimney at the hostile eggs that are in that barn, can't we? So let us get through that. I wonder if the position of those eggs has kept the same since I've been up on the ship, and if they'll hurt me as soon as I go in there. No. There's an interesting thing to bear in mind, isn't it, hey, baby dolls? And isn't it funny how we climb ladders by leaping up them as well, from rung to rung, baby? Let's pour the boiling water down the chimney now, which I anticipate is going to be the solution to getting past these troublesome foggish eggs. Should I do it? Commit overside? It is a rather shocking prospect, but let's do it. You set your shoulders and pour the boiling water down the chimney, baby. The screams of your dying kin below tell you were successful, baby. Yes, it's sad, but these things often need to be done for the greater good in life, don't they? And look at this heartbreaking scene here. The broken corpses of our kin scattered around the place. Wonder if I can do anything with these corpses, like take sharp pieces of them and use them as makeshift weapons or something, for in case I come across other bad eggs like this. I guess not. Okay, let us proceed. We're going up in the world, as it seems. And I take it this tree is going to block our progress. Yes, it is. So now we climb up another ladder in our ultra innovative way by jumping up every rung. Wow, this ladder is awful tall, isn't it? Oh, not another hen. Let's see if I can hopefully get past it without being harmed, eh? Yes. Oh no. If only I could have picked up a sharp piece of one of the broken bodies of those other dead eggs, eh? Then I'd be more prepared to possibly take on these if that need arises when all is said and done, eh, baby dolls? I wonder if it'd hurt me if it touches my hand. No. Oh, what's that? Oh no. What happened there? Oh, the doors opened, but why and how? So, hopefully, that bad egg just then, killed the hen that's outside and, maybe solved the puzzle for us in doing so, eh? Let's see what's over here now. This place, as you can see, is called Free Range. And that's rather, oh no, I'm gonna fall off the screen, but why didn't the bad egg do anything to this hen, I wonder? Strangely enough, I can't get in this cage. And yeah, I don't remember that, this cage door opening to allow one of the bad eggs out. But yeah, the free range title of this screen has some rather menacing implications, doesn't it? Implying that soon in the near future, these bad eggs were maybe going to be cooked and eaten. I wonder if the hens in this place actually give birth to these bad eggs. It would make sense really, wouldn't it, given the feisty nature of the hens and how angry and threatening these bad eggs look and all, eh? I wonder what's on the next screen. I don't remember this either. Does look very hard though, doesn't it? I wonder if I can touch the edges of this wiry cage. Yes, I can, but I can't get through. I wonder if I need like an item, like maybe a crowbar or something to break through it. To pry a big hole through the fence and tear our way through so that we can precariously balance on that platform and get past these sharp, barbed wire, it looks like, on the floor, which will probably kill us so we can get to the other side and continue on our merry adventures, eh? Let's try that, eh? What do you say, baby dolls? By the way, I wonder if there's any way I can interact with this cage door. No? Or if I can open any more of these doors. Not that I'd really want to, mind you, given that last experience just then. Just the slightest touch from one of these hands is probably going to kill me now, isn't it? There's a relief the likes of which Leaf Tilden would be grateful for that I didn't get hit. I wonder if I can land on the cloud that's down below this ladder to remember passing. No, I can't. Luckily I didn't get hurt because there's no way to safely climb down the ladders, I don't believe. And I wonder if there's anything this tree trunk is concealing. No, it doesn't seem like it. But now, the greatest challenge for me is getting past these hens without getting hit, isn't it? because of how just the slightest hit will kill me. Oh! You have been pecked to death by a giant chicken baby. I thought they were hens though. Oh no! Why did you have to start me right there where I died? That's just ridiculous. That's just absolute pure unadulterated stuff and nonsense, I say. Okay, I'm going. At least I managed to keep my last life, so now I'm able to go back onto the ship and rejuvenate. Rejuvenate. That's such a nice word, isn't it, eh, baby dolls? I'll just put my stuff down again so that I can, rest my weary bones, order some food, and replenish my health, baby dolls. I trust this won't be rotten. There's a relief, the likes of which Leaf Cassidy would be grateful for, baby dolls. I'm gonna take some more lives out of this replicator or wherever it is as well. Because, as you can see, I've only got one more life and then it'll presumably be game over, won't it, eh, baby dolls? An egg has been dispensed. There are 4 eggs remaining, baby. You have found one life, baby. I'm gonna take another. An egg has been dispensed. There are 3 eggs remaining. And we spelt eggs wrong there because it's hard work being such a clever machine voice, you know, baby. I'll take it. Yes. On our way back down to Falcon 2. Possibly for the last time if things go as planned here, baby dolls. And now I'm full of health in tip-top condition, ready to take part, ready to partake in our merry adventures once more. I'm doing this better now without my usual lapses in concentration, aren't I? Sometimes I like to pretend that things on the floor are obstacles to jump over. You know, like when you're a kid in the streets and you try to avoid cracks in the pavement. It's like the same principle essentially, isn't it, eh, baby dolls? The same principle indeed. Okay, let's see if we can bust up this fence with the crowbar like a fug. No, not a fug, it'd seem. Or maybe pierce it with a needle. No. Or maybe melt it with the corrosive bleach from the bottle. No. So, how on earth do we get through then? I'm gonna try them in the objects in different places just to make sure that it's not just a case of me standing in the wrong place. Ordinarily, I wouldn't be resorting to such a cheap style of play, but given that this place is so dangerous and it's so easy to lose health in this place by traversing those hen-filled fields, well, naturally I'm kind of reluctant to make more journeys through them than I have to, aren't I? I wonder if maybe I can pierce through these cages with the with my stuff. Like, you know, in case it takes more than one of them to kill that hen that's outside or something. Or if maybe I have to, like, pour the corrosive contents of the bleach bottle down onto this egg that's in this cage here. No, or, like, pierce the top of the cage and then poke him when he's down in the cage without him being able to retaliate at me, so that I can maybe make the hen mad outside for breaking her egg up, and then she'll try to get at me and knock herself out on the cages and fall over, and I'll get an ultra powerful feather from her or something to do some kind of great deed with her, no. Or maybe I can impale, swing downward with his crowbar and impale the egg and do the same thing but with this object instead. No. Okay, let's head on. Or maybe there's something I could do with this hen here. Like maybe poison it by spraying it with the bleach bottle and causing it to lick itself and kill itself through poisoning? No. Or maybe savagely attack it with the crowbar and make it run away so that it can reveal something that it's hiding behind it, maybe. No. Or poke it with a needle and make it fly away in fright so that then I can check what's behind it. No. Okay, then I'm gonna make another journey to the other side of the map and walk around while I try to think what I can do here. Fortunately, I didn't lose health after that big fall. Oh, what if I jump off the ladder in a kind of like an unusual place? I've got a bit high here though, haven't I? So down we go again. How did that daze me, and yet falling and yet walking off the very top of it didn't? Okay, I'm gonna try jumping off here. Oh, didn't jump in time. Okay, let's do it again. Because who knows, maybe you can like get on the other side of this roof or something and find something there that'll help me, eh? Whee! No, that didn't quite work out as planned either. I wonder if like there's something up here that's changed or something since that bad egg escaped. Or if something else on the map has changed or something. After all, you wouldn't think that egg escaping from that cage before would have been for nothing really, would you? Or I wonder if there's something I can do with the top of this chimney now. Isn't really saying anything after all, is it? Down we go again. Or if there's anything that can be done with these logs now. You know something? In order to make this task with the hens less difficult, I'm gonna try something unorthodox in a minute. You know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try jumping over the head of it when it's pecking to see if that might be a better way of getting past them, more reliable without getting hurt, with less possibility of getting hurt, so let's try it. Hey, I can't believe that worked so well. I mean, I know I got hit a bit at the end, but I was expecting it to hurt me if I tried to jump by it while its head was up high, but that didn't happen, intriguingly enough. So that might be something to bear in mind for future occasions. And thus far, there doesn't seem to be any sign of that bad egg that escaped before, does there? Or any sign of anything that it might have done, or anything to kind of like change things so that I could progress or solve a puzzle or anything like that. I was hoping it might have like fell into this water and created a platform for me and maybe revealed a secret cave on the other side of this body of water or something, but no. Or I wonder if it's climbed up this tree and done something up here. No, it doesn't seem like it, does it? And I tried a load of stuff up here before last time, didn't I? And even though this branch up here is treated like an actual physical ledge, it definitely seems like it's too high for me to get up to, doesn't it? I wonder if I should heat the bleach bottle up for some nefarious reason or other. No. All I Kira needs to do repairs on the TV by breaking it up with a crowbar and then fiddling around with the insides with a needle or something. No. Or maybe just poke a hole in it with a needle, in case like it doesn't have enough air holes or something. No. Or maybe make it short out with the bleach bottle's contents in order to create a scene with the hens to distract them so that I can do something when they're gone from the other screen, eh? No. Or maybe pry this chair up, or trampoline or wherever it is up from the nest and find something underneath it or something. No. Or maybe make a hole in it with a needle and find something through the hole. No. Or melt it with a bleach bottle. No. Or maybe break up the eggs here with a crowbar. I am starting to think that maybe these planetary locations aren't actually full of self-contained puzzles now, and that maybe we do need to actually find different objects from the different planets and possibly take them to the other planets to solve puzzles on the different planets. Who knows in this day and age, eh, baby dolls? That doesn't really necessarily seem familiar though, from when I last completed this. Or maybe I can pry this chair up from the ground with a crowbar. Oh no, I tried leaving the needle on it, didn't I? Or maybe melt it with the bleach bottle, or wet its or wet the bolts that are holding it down to weaken the structural integrity, so that I can pull the chair up and potentially find something underneath it. No. Okay then. I'm gonna try doing some stuff with these other hands on this other screen with these objects, and if that doesn't work, we'll try going to the other planets, won't we, baby dolls? So let's see how my new way of getting past these hands works if I do it from this direction. Oh, it took a little bit of a hit, so it might be best trying to just walk past that one when coming past it this way. So let's try all our objects on it again. Because you know what I'm trying to do. Trying to do bad things to them in order to scare them and make them fly off. So that I can maybe find things that they might be keeping concealed here. Surely a needle up its bottom would do something to make it fly off, wouldn't you? But no, it doesn't. Okay, I'm definitely gonna fly to another planet now and see if there's things we can do there and things we can find there and bring them back to maybe solve puzzles and problems on this planet here. You know, kinda like on the old catchphrase game show, when contestants at the end of the show would be trying to solve as many of the mysterious videos as they could at the end of the show, so that they could fill in so that they could try to fill in lines on that play screen at the end of the show. And if they couldn't figure out the answer to a certain video, they'd start answering videos along another line on the board, hoping that they might be able to fill in another line, or maybe just pass on a video that they didn't know and answer the one next to it, and then go back to the one they didn't know before and hope they might have that little burst of inspiration that helps them to get the answer and win the show. I always used to think though that if they passed on a video like that and didn't know the answer to it, it must have been like quite a blow to their confidence, thinking that eventually they'd have to come back to that same video and try to work out the answer to it, even though they failed the last time. But I guess you can't afford to think that way when you're competitively taking part in a game show, can you? I guess professionals wouldn't necessarily have that frame of mind. So anyway, let's head on to the next planet on the list. I see Phrygia 7 is probably the one that I think of as being Christmassy, but we aren't going to go there yet because I have to do things in order because of my OCD. Well, not really, but I feel like doing it anyway. So Dylan, laying a course for Rockard 3, Warm 9. You have set course for Rockard 3, baby. And now, I wonder if... Well, no, I'm not gonna head off the bridge because I want to talk to these people when we finally get there, you see. So we all arrive there any minute now, I believe. The ship has arrived at its destination, baby. There's my computer voice again, my emotionless computer voice. We've arrived at Rockard 3, sir. Dora, what have you got to say? The inhabitants of Rockport Free are very hostile, sir. Noted, Lieutenant Aurora, baby. Yes, that doesn't bode well for our chances of success down here, does it? It wouldn't surprise me if I end up getting killed to death down here, in fact, and end up having to restart the game from the beginning. Time for us to beam down again now to this different world. Mr. Dens, energize, baby. Oh, would you get a load of this place? We appear to be on top of some kind of a great big hill. Let's head off to the right first and see what the deal is with this place. Listen to this dramatic music as well, eh? And is there a purple sun I see in the sky? Over on the left, in the sky of this world. That's a bit scary to look at, isn't it? That's not a welcoming sight, is it? Blue meanies? Presumably a reference to, I think, a Beatles music video, isn't it? I'm not sure though. I wonder if like they're allergic to bleach or something. Like allergic to the noxious effects of the harsh substance that is colloquially known as bleach. No, seems like that's a wrong line of thinking. In order to solve this particular puzzle, baby dolls. This is a rather foreboding sight as well. Music is really getting into the swing of things, isn't it? And in case you can't tell, baby dolls, this sign says dang, which is obviously short for danger. If you've watched me play Dizzy the Ultimate Cartoon Adventure in some of my other videos, you will see that this sign appears in those games, although it's actually coloured white, so you can actually read what it says in that particular game. Well, the music's getting menacing now again, isn't it? I'm guessing that maybe this could be pried open with a crowbar, but then again, it might also give way under my feet and cause me to fall to my death. So maybe I should just jump over and be safe for the time being. Ooh, yes, that worked well. Not a welcoming sight either, is it? I wonder if there's like an object you can use on it or something. I don't rate the success of any of these objects in dealing with this foe particularly highly, baby dolls. So let us do a strategic retreat at the moment and try our crowbar on this protective grating or wherever it is. Oh, so the puzzle. Although, we did get a crowbar off the ship, didn't we? So, that doesn't necessarily tell us that the planets are self-containing with their puzzles, does it? You pry up the platform using the crowbar, baby. So, I'm guessing it's okay to fall down here if that was a puzzle to pry up the hatch. But it seems like it could be rather dangerous down here, doesn't it? I wonder if I need to kind of put out the flames with the bleach. After all, it might be a cold enough liquid to do it, eh? No. Fortunately, the flames don't hurt me, as they would in other Dizzy games. But the fact that this torch isn't lit makes you think that maybe we can pick it up, doesn't it? Ah, yes. So, Wonder what's on this next screen past these rocks. This is a supply chamber, evidently. A good deal of objects is what is here, it is seen. So for the time being, I'm going to drop by other objects and we'll see what these objects are here, eh? A stone slab, eh? And this is clearly some kind of a hammer. Safety hammer, yes. And as you can see, we have a grey coloured dang sign. So you know I wasn't lying when I said about that red sign up above saying dang. You know I wasn't just shooting my mouth off, baby dolls. And it looks like we have, maybe a pair of hedge cutters here, eh? I wonder if these are to be used on the planet, Valon 2 in order to cut our way into that chicken cage type thing that had those barbed wire walls, those mesh walls that I couldn't get through. This is all intriguing food for thought, isn't it, eh, baby dolls? But now I need to decide on objects that I might need here, don't I? Or better yet, why don't I just take them all to the ship, back to the ship? And that way we'll be able to decide on our next move back there, won't we? So up we go. I'm actually wondering though if maybe the hammer can be used on that big rocky monster over on the left, or if the stone slab can be used to maybe build a big long bridge somehow over those blue meanies that we saw before, which obviously looked very threatening. But for the time being, I'm going to drop the wire cutters here because I don't think they're needed on this planet. And I'll take my senses are telling me to take the needle. So I hope these other objects that I'm leaving behind don't feel scared in that scary cave as I leave them behind for the time being and proceed over here and try my theory with the slab. Oh yes, we've made the bridge longer now so we can jump into that cloud if we need to. It seems like a rather feasible possibility indeed, doesn't it, say, baby dolls? So I'm going to take another object now that we've used that slab. So I'll decide what I'm going to take when I get here. I'm going to take the bleach bottle because I could imagine the torch handle maybe being a red herring item, because sometimes these Dizzy games have red herring items which are useless and just to kind of trick us in a way, I suppose you could say, baby dolls. Anyway, it's time to make this daring jump onto this cloud here, and it worked. But as you might have noticed, we sink in clouds if we don't constantly jump. If we jump in on every once in a while, you know, kind of like the old Dumbo film when that was how cheap was that? The way how I was dazed when I landed on that blue meanie and lost all my health, and I can't remember how far away that cloud was now either. I'm gonna try jumping from here though. Oh no! Oh no! That's just... I'm gonna have to go back to the ship, aren't I, and get another life now. After those failures, I'm in very real danger of running out of lives as well, since our replicator over here only has 3 more eggs in it, doesn't it? But first... No, actually, I'm not gonna go back down to the planet just yet. I'm actually going to stop our video now. So let us go to the bridge and to our save station and save the game and then turn the game off. Well, no, I didn't turn it off, but you know what I mean, baby dolls. And now it's time to bid you all farewell, baby dolls, as I close this video, so goodbye. Bye.